it's Chad Nash from Nash Rock Performance, and today we have our first whiteboard lesson. My goal with these whiteboard lessons is not to, get you pumped up and get you going and some crazy background music and any of that shit. I'm not gonna be ripping my shirt off and flexing my biceps at you because, quite frankly, that's kind of weird. Okay. Now I do see that every now and then, but hey, if that's your thing, go for it. But anyways, my goal with these whiteboard lessons is to teach you about strength training. Okay, everything I've done up to this point in my life has been revolving around getting stronger, bigger, and helping everybody else get bigger and stronger. Personally, I've coached well over 100 athletes, D1 athletes, just regular guys looking to get bigger and stronger. I've seen a lot of different guys, and when it comes to making progress, there's a few key things that you have to be doing, and that's what number one is all about. Okay, so for lesson number one, how to get stronger using progressions. All right. Now, you're probably saying like, okay, what's a progression? What are you talking about? So let's take it back to the basics. Okay. First day in the gym of the week, Monday, Big Daddy Bench Day. That's what we call it here. Okay. So you're focusing on the bench press. You want to get stronger in the bench press. Okay. It's a great lift. And it's something that a lot of guys do. So we'll start with the bench press. Okay. So you have day one. All right. Day one, bench. Now, as far as your rep scheme goes, there's a lot of different ways to do it, okay? But if you're looking for strength gains, and in my opinion, the first exercise of the day should be heavier to increase that strength instead of pumping up like crazy. Save that for the end of your workout with the dumbbells, push-ups, bodyweight stuff like that. If we're using a barbell, we're trying to get stronger. Okay, so barbell bench press, say we're going to normal barbell bench press. You've got plenty of options. There's popular ones out there, 5x5, 3x3, 6x6. There's a ton of different rep schemes out there. But if you just keep your reps from, I'd say 1 to 8, okay, and keep your sets from 1 to 8, you'll be okay. So you can really pick anything and start messing with it. There is no right or wrong here. Some guys like more volume. Me personally, I like doing 3 sets of 2, 3 sets of 5, 2 sets of 3, stuff like that, depending on where I'm at in my training. So start experimenting with this. But for simplicity's sake, let's just start with the 5x5. Okay, 5x5 super popular, and for good reason. It gets you strong. Okay, so you plan on doing 5 sets of 5. And quick tip, in between your bench presses, instead of sitting around, bust out some box jumps or some chin-ups or something that's not going to mess with your bench, that's going to make use of your time. For me, there's nothing more boring than going to the gym and bench pressing and sitting there. I just don't enjoy doing it, and doing box jumps, we have shown here that athletes, the more they do the box jumps set after set, they start to wake up a little bit and their bench presses actually increase, okay? So wake that central nervous system up and get yourself going in between, all right? And this could even be some jump squats, something very basic like jumping jacks between your first couple warm-up sets just to get yourself going, okay? So we're doing bench press 5x5. I prefer starting light, okay? Me personally, I go 3 workouts in a row with the same progression and then I move on, okay? So let's say this is week 1. It is gonna be the lightest week. And I'm gonna use a weight that I know I can handle, okay? So say we're looking at bench press 5x5. I might start with something like 275, okay? I do a set of 5, I do a set of 5, I do a set of 5. 3 sets of 5 goes by. I'm like, damn, I'm feeling good today, okay? I know it's my first week, but I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go up a little bit, okay? So I increase to 295 by 5, okay? That felt pretty good. I want to leave a little bit in the tank for the following weeks, so I'm not going to go up again. I'm going to hit this last set, but here's the kicker, I'm going to max out, okay? So if I have 7 in the tank, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to leave anything in, I'm not going to leave much of the tank on this last set, unless I have a longer plan for a meet or something like that, but that's irrelevant, okay? So my last set, 295, I really go for it and get 8 reps, okay? So that's a pretty good day. So it's a 5x5, and in reality, we did 28 reps instead of 25, okay? Pretty simple. So this is week 1, and then after that, I may do 3 sets of 8 to 12 close grips. I might do some standing overhead presses. Depends on what I want to do with my workout and what program I'm on. So After that, so this is the main work. After that, I'll use something a little bit bigger, like an overhead press for a supplemental exercise. Okay, that's my second exercise of the day. And anything after the first two exercises for me are assistance exercises. That's dips, press downs, bicep curls, whatever. All the little stuff that you really don't need to track too closely. But this main lift you really want to track, okay? And speaking of tracking, you should be using a training log, all right? If you don't have a training log, go pick up a notebook and start writing down at least your main lifts. That way, if you have a plan, you can see where you were and how to progress it, okay? So, we're here. Day 1, 275, 555, 295, 5, 8, all right? I had a good day. I might make a little note, say, okay, it felt pretty good. I have more for next week. Now, week 2 rolls around, okay? This is day 1, week 1. This is week 2 over here, okay? Pardon being all over the place, but whatever. You'll get the point. So, I knew I ended with 295 by 8. I'm gonna start with 295 in week 2, okay? I hit 5, 5, 5. I might hit 5 again, so I did 4 sets of 5. It's feeling kind of heavy today, okay? I didn't get a lot of sleep. I feel like shit. Who knows? Who knows what the case may be? I didn't get enough food, whatever, okay? So it's feeling kind of heavy. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go for it, 295, see what I got, and I hit 7, okay? Now, you might be saying, you hit 8 last week, you know, what's going on? Don't worry, because look, first 3 sets were 275, so I did more overall volume with 295. That means I progressed. That's a PR, that's a volume PR, okay, personal record. And lifting is all about personal records, and there's a million ways to get personal records, okay? Not that many, but you know what I'm saying. So, week 2, 295, 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, okay? Felt pretty good. I pushed my assistance work. I go a little heavier this week on the assistance work and the supplemental work because I want to have a big week for week 3. Okay, so I'm running out of space here, but that's okay. We'll erase up here. That's week 1, week 2. No erase here, but that's all right. Now week 3. Week 3 rolls around. I get a big breakfast in. I'm feeling good. Got a lot of sleep. I'm really focused on trying to, have a big week 3. For me, week 3 is everything. Okay. If I'm making progress by week 3, I'm doing pretty good. All right. So week 3. Week 2, I had 295 straight across for 5s plus a 7. So week 3, I'm deciding, okay, I'm gonna start with 295. I'm gonna hit 5, 5, okay? I'm going for it this week. I go right to 315 by 5. Then I hit 315 by 5 again, okay? And then what I do is I'm like, you know what? I think I have a little bit more left in me, so I'm gonna go for 325, okay? So 325. I only get for 4 reps, okay? But I don't fail. I don't care about if I'm supposed to get 5, who cares? If it's not happening, it's not happening. So say I got 4 reps, all right? So we're looking at 325 by 4. That's okay, that's a good day of training. Now me, I'm kind of cuckoo in the head, so if I wanted 5 for the day, I'll do an additional set and make sure I get the extra 1. I might rest, 45 seconds, get 1 more rep, get my full 25 reps in, and then move on, okay? But if you're happy with 4 and you wanna move on, that's fine too, okay? So now we have our first 3 weeks taken care of. From here, you have 2 options. You can either push another week or another 2 weeks if you think you have more juice left in you, depending on how light you started. This is why starting light is so crucial, okay? And for me, it's all about 3-week waves. After 3 weeks, I get bored with shit and I want to change it up. So I might do something like a close grip or a 2-second pause or just switch simply to doing sets of 3 or sets of 7. It just depends. So for me personally, what I would do is after this week, 325 by 4, felt pretty good. Got some decent volume in before that. This was by far the most volume out of any of these. So I'm happy, I'm good, okay? So week 4 might roll around, okay? And if I'm a little beat up, my joints are hurting, shoulders are hurting, elbows are hurting, I might take a week off of heavy pressing and just do some light dumbbells for 5 sets of 15 to 20, and then continue on with my workout. Now, if I feel good, I want to push. What I'll do is I would personally now go close grip, okay? And my close grip, I don't really barbell here, actually right here. My close grip, I'll try to get this up here, is middle finger right on the inside of the grip, okay? A lot of guys go way in here, that's gonna destroy your wrists. Don't do that, okay? Unless you wanna have shitty ass wrists, all right? So what you wanna do is, boom, middle finger right on the inside of the ring, okay? Some guys like pointer finger. I go middle finger. I found that's the best way to do it for me, okay? But experiment, because like I said, everyone's gonna be a little bit different, all right? Now, week 4 rolls around, I'm gonna switch to close grip, build my tricep strength up, my lockout strength, and just a little variation to keep things interesting, okay? There's nothing that should be set in stone with your training. You should be able to vary up and have some fun, okay? So week 4, we're gonna go close grip, and this is one of my favorites. I'm gonna do a 3x3, okay? 3 sets of 3. And if I set it 325 by 4 on a regular grip, okay, and that was my last set, I'm gonna know that, that might be a little too heavy to do 9 reps with close grip style. So I might go to 295 for my first week, okay? 295 by 3 by 3. And I'm gonna stick to it, because I know in my head I got 2 more weeks to close grips, I have to progress it, okay? So 295 by 3 by 3, and I might blow this up. I might get, 9 reps here, and holy shit, I got 9 reps of 295, okay? Here I got 8 reps on week 1 of the regular, so I'm making progress. I'm still making progress. So you can look back at your own numbers and be like, okay, I'm still on the right track, okay? And then week 2 I might go 315, and week 3 I might try 335 or something like that. And then after week 3, reassess, see what I need to work on, and then move on from there. So as you see, progressing is not that complicated, but you have to think about it, and you have to be tracking your workouts, okay? Especially on the main lift. I tell a lot of my guys here that if you don't want to, track everything, that's fine. But track your main lifts, okay? It's very important, and it helps me as a coach to see where we're going, all right? If you come in and say, hey, what'd you hit last week for your 5s? And they say, I don't really know, I think it was around, well, sorry, we're gonna do what we can, but having, progressive numbers helps me a lot, okay? And I'm kind of running on here, and my apologies, but I just want to really make sure you guys understood the concepts of making progress on the main lifts, okay? Now, how I do it, I go day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, typically, okay? Upper, lower, all right? And I'll go bench, squat, overhead press, deadlift. Now, right now my goals are a little bit different, and I'm always, geared towards a squat right now, so I'm squatting a little more frequently, but that's besides the point. So if you want to make progress on lifts, you have to be tracking them, and you have to start light so you can actually make progress. But don't be afraid to max out that last set. I call it the money maker set, okay? That's when we make that money. All right, so we're lifting. Set 1 feels good, 2, 3, 4. Set 5, that money maker set. Let's get after it. Let's get stronger today. Okay, so that's a very simple way to progress your main lifts. This works very good for barbell lifts. This could actually honestly work for any lift depending on what level you're on. So if you're choosing to do a dumbbell bench and you're using 50 pounders, you can progress it exactly the same as the barbell. There's no difference there. Okay, you might want to go a little higher rep on the dumbbells. But there really is no difference. And feel free to play with this. Some guys enjoy doing 10 sets of 5. Some guys enjoy doing 2 sets of 2. It just depends on what's gonna work for you, where you're at. As a general rule, the more advanced you get, the more I like to pull back on the volume of the main work and up the supplemental work. Okay, so I personally love, like I said, 3x3s, 3x2s, stuff like that. Even, 2 sets of 5. Now, back when I first started barbell training, I would do shit like, 5 sets of 10 and then maxing out the last thing, getting 20 reps. But that was good because that's what I needed. I needed more volume, I needed more reps, I needed more look at the lifts, okay? So if you're a beginner, you might be better off doing a little more volume, something like, 5 sets of 8 as a progression. So you just get more practice at the lift, okay? And the more advanced you get, the more beat up you're gonna get. So I like to scale back a little bit on the total volume and just go for a few big sets, okay? So that is how to progress in a nutshell. Thank you for sticking with me. Hopefully you guys learned something. And like I said, I applaud you for even wanting to learn about strength training. Most people don't have the attention span to actually sit down and plan things out and focus on what they need to focus on for their training. They just want everything handed to them. You're gonna have to think about your training, okay? That's just, that's just the facts. You're gonna have to think about it. You're gonna have to take what works, take what doesn't work, and make a program. And even if you buy a program, there's gonna be things in there that you can't do. There's gonna be things in there that you don't wanna do. So you're gonna have to adjust things and learn how to be your own coach and learn how to progress your lifts on your own. Keep lifting hard, and please, as always, subscribe if you guys got anything from this video. I'm gonna be doing a lot more whiteboard lessons. This is actually my favorite way to teach. I enjoy breaking things down for you and actually teaching about the art and the science about strength training, okay? My goal is to give you no BS information from now till forever, and help you guys get bigger, stronger, faster, and get to your goals. So hopefully, like I said, you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, keep getting stronger and keep lifting hard. We out.